Well, hello there, and how are you on this beautiful spring day? I mean, it's a glorious day here today, and I am so grateful. So it feels like it's an age since I last talked to you, and hope things are going well in your creative world. This week, I am so excited because excited and anxious. Let's just say there's been a little bit of getting over the limiting beliefs that I'm sure we all have at times, but I'm holding a workshop in my home studio, and it's the first time I've held one in the home studio, so this will be very interesting. But I am so excited because when I put this out, the places sold pretty much straight away, in a couple of days really, and I was delighted. So I had a waiting list as well, and I am delighted to be welcoming a very small intimate group of women along. It just turned out that way, so I'm welcoming the women to the workshop. That's a big mouthful, but I can't wait because I have been working on a bit of a plan, and the last couple of days I have been having a few sleepless nights just thinking, have I got everything sorted? And the thing about something like this is I've done workshops, but they've only been maybe an hour and a half, but this is a full morning, so this is for 3 hours. And I've set up a whole load of things, and the way that I want the course to go, or the workshop to go, is for it really to flow from one exercise to the next, and at the end what they do is they end up bringing away a canvas that they've worked on. So that's going to be really exciting for them, and I know that some of the women that are coming along have never done any kind of creativity before, and some of them have and are just returning, so that's so lovely to see. But talking about the limiting beliefs, what everybody will get is, and I'll show you these, everybody gets one of my pack of wonder cards as well, which I made these wonder cards a few years ago, and it really came out of that place of limiting beliefs and what was holding me back. And I think often what holds you back are just the stories that you believe about yourself, the things that we've learned over years, or we've been told since a young age. And I got pretty fed up with it, and I just decided actually they're the things that are really keeping me in my place rather than actually growing and seeing more abundance. So I created these wonder cards, and they're all with my own designs in them. And I thought it would be nice to give each of the women on their placemat, so everybody will have a specific place, and everything will be set up with the paints and the brushes and the canvas, and a pack of wonder cards. And these are affirmation cards, so 31 beautifully illustrated daily affirmation cards by Paula McGurdy. That is me. And I just took such amount of joy in making these because they were all kind of words that I felt like I needed for myself over the years. And let me show you a few now. And so what I'm going to do is, when everybody arrives, obviously we'll have a cup of tea, just settle in, say hello to everybody. But I'm going to then just invite everybody just to take a card from their pack and just sit with that and let it really just resonate with them. I mean, if the card isn't right, they'll be free to pull another card, it's fine. But really just lean into the words that is on the card and commit the time that we're going to be using to make and create, to just go, this is my time for me now, and just really be very intentional about the time and the space that they have. And I think often as women, we don't make that space for ourselves, and we often care for so many others. And yeah, these I just thought this would be a nice addition for the morning, and to be able to gift those women something like this. And this is one of the ones I love. I'm full of confidence in who I am and created to be. And it's for those reasons that I created these wonder cards, really to affirm and to let go of the beliefs that I had told myself for so many years. So I'm excited to see what the women think about those as well, and what the group feels about that. And then I will continue on, and I've got a sketchbook of various different paintings and works that I've done. Let me show that for you, to you as well. Just show you this. And so this is kind of going to be a demonstration. I'm going to show a bit of a demonstration about each way in how we can go from the very small steps of creativity to making something like a painting on canvas. And so we're doing some small abstract landscapes, and these are really fun to do. And I'm using all acrylics, and these are going to be very watered down, so they're almost like using watercolors, and that's a really quick and fun and easy way to do that and to choose that. I love the earthy tones on this. So get everybody to choose kind of a color palette that they're really drawn to. And by nature, I'm a very intuitive painter. And so I really lean into the intuition of what colors are speaking to me, what shapes are speaking to me. So these are some of the ones that I'll show as well. And I'll do demonstrations and then explain how to do it, and then everybody can figure something out themselves. That's just a very simple one, and I love that. It's just so pared back. Sometimes the simple is so beautiful. And then we'll start moving into a little bit more about more definite compositions. And so this is with acrylic, but it's getting slightly thicker, I guess, in using the paint. I love the brush strokes on that. And then into a little bit of collage. And I love this collage. Really lovely. Just the, I don't know if you can see the texture there on them, but really the texture. And then what I've done is I've just stuck it onto, there you can see that a bit better. Stuck it on, cut it down and stuck it on. And that's using all of these different scraps and bits. Maybe I need to do a few little tutorials on here as well. But using these scraps and bits and then sticking them down, and I tend to use just like a medium, an acrylic medium for those. And that's just a really fun, quick way. And they're all just like, I use the paint up when I'm finished with the paint palette, just using them up on random bits of paper then that I can use later on. And then this is a little bit more like, I don't know what I was thinking there, but some kind of florals. I was thinking of the Irish countryside, and I have a lot of gorse in the Irish countryside, and it's a lot of yellow flowers, and so they're kind of these prickly like bushes. So I was thinking more along those lines, and I love these brush strokes here. So I'm going to be doing a lot of little exercises, and there's a few more that I've done with really watered down acrylics then as well. And then we'll move on to, everybody will get their own canvas, and I'm using a, what size is this again? I think it's a 30 by 40 if I remember correctly. So I wanted something that's able to be either landscape or portrait, and for them to be able to take that away with them. They'll also be able to take away all of the little pictures. So I'm using a lot of acrylic paper that everybody can bring home with them. And I'll show you a few of the other supplies and stuff like that that I'm using. And you can see a bit more. And we'll be stopping for afternoon tea halfway through. And I've got my little vintage cake stand. Got all my vintage teacups, which I love taking out as well. And that's just like a fun little element to it as well. So let me show you a little bit more about the supplies that I have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay down the table, and I've got a covering for the table, but then I have all of this lovely newsprint, and I'm going to put that down under everybody's kind of placemats and use that as a placemat. And then we can do a lot of practicing of brush strokes and color and seeing the tones and stuff like that. So that'll be lovely. So everybody gets that. And then, you know, various different brushes that I have. These are some of the thinner brushes that I have, some of the thicker ones. This one is a more recent one that I've recently bought, and I love that because it is, I think it's just like a hardware brush of some sort. I think it's actually for doing stenciling, but the marks that it makes are really, really beautiful. So looking forward to using some of that. I've got loads more of this kind of size paintbrushes as well, and then lots and lots of paper that everybody can use as well, and loads of masking tape for just all of the various different combinations that we're going to be doing. And I've done a few little colour combos there for everybody to try and see what kind of tones, what colours do they like. And I'm going to open this book. So this is just some. I have quite a few drawers of vintage teacups and saucers and a cake stand as well, and I'll be using those, and I think it's just a lovely little way to add a little touch. This is my Auntie Vera's cabinet, I call it, and this was in her shop. She used to have a clothes shop in Dublin, and there's the cake stand there. And anyway, I've inherited it. The shop is no longer, but I have inherited her stand. These aren't her teacups or anything like that. My mother-in-law tends to get those, but oh, they're just so lovely to use. They're really, really sweet, and they just add such a little fun aspect to it as well. So that'll be really lovely. And then just on the windowsill, I have all of the various different paints that I have, just the gradients and the different mediums and stuff like that. And then lots more here, lots and lots of paintbrushes. And I've written out my class so I know kind of how to keep on track. And I have a whole load of aprons. So everybody gets an apron. And then we'll continue on, and everybody gets their own little palette that they can work from. These are some of the ones that I use that haven't been washed, but they all get a clean palette, and I will talk them through it all. Look at all of those colours, aren't they gorgeous? Love those colours. They're so beautiful. I feel like actually that's almost a painting in and of itself as well. And we'll also then be moving on to kind of more abstract. So it's really about abstract landscapes. That's what we're dealing with. And so moving on to layers of paint and exploring colour, and it'll be so fun. So that's just a little run through of the workshop and what it's going to be like. I honestly feel like that this is going to be a really beautiful group of women, and I think it's just going to be so lovely to get everybody together and to make something lovely. And it's really about no pressure. It's about creativity. It's about allowing space to open yourself up to possibilities. One of my paintings is called The Possibilities Are Endless. And I think because it's such a good thing to have in your head about where things can go, about what your own abilities and capabilities are. And again, that's why I did the Wonder cards in the first place. And if you want to check them out, there's a link below in the comment section. But I'm a real firm believer in those possibilities and not letting your own fears hold you back, and stepping into something with maybe a little bit of fear, but just being brave and stepping into that. So I will let you know how the workshop goes. I'm sure it'll be fantastic because I'm already putting that out into the universe, and I feel like when you put the energy out that you want, you receive it back. So I'll let you know how it goes. Thank you so much for watching, and next time maybe I'll share a little bit about what I did and how it went.